Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. And today we have something special. So first, let me introduce us with the ingredients. So we're gonna use oil, chili powder, and this is called Maggi masala, and then turmeric, yellow chili powder, and the coriander powder. We have a tomato, onion, and I'm using a can for kidney beans and white beans, and we have a ginger garlic paste and salt as per taste. So first, we're gonna chop the onion. And I'm gonna chop them in a kind of a cubes, like little small cubes. And that's why I'm doing is it can dissolve, it can cook to really fine when you cook the beans. I mean, the name of the dish is Rajma Chawal, so I'm gonna use that. And I'm gonna also cut the tomato. I'm not gonna chop the tomato, but I'm gonna make a paste. So I'm using a little small blender. I'm gonna cut in a pieces and put in a blender, and I make a paste. And that's what I'm gonna do. So it's super easy peasy dish and it's not a rocket science and it's so simple to make. So use the tomato, make a paste. But I was using a what you call you can have the normal beans. You can soak them in a water for overnight, and then you can boil them, cook them, and then you can add it to your gravy. So I'm taking this bean, the white beans and kidney beans. So these are good. You know what exactly though? I'll just take the cooker, the pressure cooker, and I'm gonna put the oil in it, and I'm putting after oil. And once the oil is heated up, the first thing I'm gonna do is put the cumin seed, which is one of my best ingredient. I always love to use cumin seed, so it's pretty good. Then so once the cumin seeds start popping up, and you're gonna add a chopped onion in it. And once you have a chopped onion, making sure that you cook the onion when it's become a little golden brown, not exactly brown, but just have a little kind of a golden brown, has a little whiteness and a little goldness. So that's how you gonna cook your onions. So once your onions is cooked, that second part, the next step would be you're gonna add a ginger garlic paste. And ginger garlic paste is always be necessity, or I would say the main ingredient in almost most of the Indian cuisine, you know. So I'm gonna add I use like let me say a couple of 2 tablespoons of the ginger garlic paste, and I gonna mix them. Just cook them for a minute. I mean, making sure it's really cooked because we don't want that the strong flavor of ginger garlic paste comes into your dish. So you're making sure you cook well, and I'm gonna add a little water because I don't want my onions and ginger garlic paste together. Just put a little bit oil, sorry, not oil, a little water, and that's why you're not burning your onions. That's one of the tricks you will use. And once this is done, and the main part of the dish is adding all those spices. As it's a red chili powder, and then you got yellow chili powder, and then you have if you don't have yellow chili powder, you can skip that. Then coriander powder and turmeric. Those are the ingredients that you're gonna use and you're gonna add. And once you add them, making sure you just mix them well. And if necessary, if needful, you can also put a little bit oil. Sorry, a little bit water. So once you cook nicely and keep cooking, and then once you see this, the very smell the aroma of the spice, the thing. At that particular time, you're gonna add tomato paste. So with the tomato paste which we have prepared, so I'm just putting in a little water, just making sure that I'm not burning the masala. The masala has to be cooked well, and once it's done, so definitely you gotta put the tomato paste. This is the time you see. This is the time when you're gonna put the tomato paste. And when you put the tomato paste, I'm not gonna leave anything in the tomato in that jar. I'm gonna use a little water and shake it and put all the tomatoes in the gravy. So then I'm gonna put the salt. The reason we put the salt, that helps to cook the tomatoes. Always use the salt and when you put the tomatoes, not in the beginning, knock in the end, but the when you're putting it tomatoes, making sure you put the salt. That helps you to cook the tomato. And we're gonna making sure that so we cook this gravy very uh, well cooked. Means like I will cook for a 5 to 10 minutes, making sure I don't feel the smell of a tomato, the raw tomatoes. So it has to be cooked well. The best thing that you can figure out is when the oil starts separating from the gravy, and you will start seeing that. And when you see that's at that point, when you see that the oil is getting separate from the gravy, at that time you're gonna add your beans. Now I'm gonna add kidney beans and white beans. So I mean, this is pretty good. This is the time that you're gonna put this beans into your gravy. And I'm not gonna cook for a long time because I'm using the canned beans. So I would say this I'm gonna cook only for another 5 minutes, so making sure it has been cooked. And if you're using a raw beans, means like if you soaking the beans overnight and cooked, and then I would say just cook for another 10 minutes. But I'm using 10 to 15, but I'm just cooking for 5 minutes, and that's what you are gonna do because I'm not gonna cook it for a long time. And as you mix them well, and then once it's cooked, you're gonna add a little more water. I was using like a 2 cup, 1 cup of water, 1.5 cup of water, and then once it's mixed well, and making sure the mix well it has a little water the chicken cooked, then I'm gonna cover my pressure cooker with the lid, and I would have I would say that's a kind of I would say the one a couple of whistles. That's what you have to do. And once it's done, because it's all up to you. If you're using the raw the grain, and then you're making sure that you're using cooking for a longer time. So once it's done, and I'm chopping the I'm gonna chop the uh, cilantro, sorry, and this is the main ingredient. So if you do not find this one, you can all I think you can find this stuff is a Maggi masala in any Indian store. And if you cannot find it, contact me and I'll be happy to uh, provide you this masala. So this is the one best ingredient. So you put that, and you want to put the chopped cilantro and mix them well, and that's the magic begin. Here's the command. This is something which you got over here. So it is pretty cool. It looks so delicious and so tasty. And I bet you if you try this, oh yeah, I forgot that. So it was raining outside, and I thought to show you guys a little picture about that. So you put a serving on a white rice. That's how you do, and it looks so delicious and so yummy. See, this is looks so pretty. Oh my gosh, it's so good. So this is what you can do. It's easy dish, and it's not rocket science. You can cook for your children, for your uh, family members and everything. You can balance the spice. If you want to eat less spice, put a less chili powder. And if you want to eat a more spice, then put more chili powder. Serving with the salad, with the tomato and onion. And that's the way to cook. And I hope you like this video and enjoy. Please subscribe to our channel, and continue watch our videos and share with your families and friends. Well, I'll see you in the next video. You guys have a wonderful day. Take care. Have a good one. See you. Bye. Namaste. Jai Hind.